my opening line was, this weekend sales have been pretty slow for me, and it's a little depressing. That is a true statement. I don't have a script, okay? It's like an outline. I outlined some talking points. All right, this past weekend, my sales have just been awful. So awful that it made me kind of depressed. I figured I would share some good items that I've sold recently in my eBay store. And I'll tell you about this Nautica button-down shirt I bought. I bought this at a local thrift shop. I paid $1 for it, and it sold 3 years later for $8.50 on a best offer plus shipping. Those aren't the sales I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about some good sales I've had recently. Okay, so that's what this video is about today. First up is a Red Wing Pecos. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Pecos style 1115 boot. Originally priced them for $125. Had a couple people make some offers. I was trying to get about $100 for them, and after that there was just like no movement on it. Later on, I decided to drop the price to $99.99, and I eventually got an offer that I accepted. $85 plus $14.99 flat rate shipping. It ended up going not too far for me. I ended up refunding them $4.24 for their shipping because it cost like, I don't know, $8 or $9 to ship it. So I gave them a little bit of a break there for this. Just for I don't know why. I just felt like I felt like they deserved it. Okay, I don't know what else. I felt like they deserved it, I guess. Maybe. Here, we'll go over here. How's this look? Charging a flat rate for shipping doesn't always work out for me. I sold this pair of Columbia. Oh man, some of these names I just can't even begin to pronounce. Well, this one's actually not that hard. Bugaboot Omni 4. Like winter boots. I found these at the bins. My buy cost that day was $2.15. It was a really good day. I found a bunch of shoes that day. And these ended up selling for $39.99 plus a flat rate shipping of $9.99. And I messed up on two things here. Number one was that I didn't weigh them properly and think about the box I was going to ship them in. So they ended up weighing over a pound more than I had anticipated. And two, they ended up going to Puerto Rico. Shipping was about $19.12 for these. I don't know what to say. This is supposed to be a pick-me-up video, and it's not really much of a pick-me-up. So I like $13 into the boots, and I got almost a $50 sale out of it. So I'll take that. That's pretty good, right? The Bins is also known as a Goodwill outlet. It's a place where I go, where you can go to, if you have one in your area. You could probably Google Goodwill outlet, but it's where you go and you buy items and you pay by the pound instead of paying by per the item. I don't know how to say this. I don't make a script. I swear to God. But like I write down an outline, and I want to tell you about the Bins, and I want to tell you what it is. If you don't know what the Bins is, you probably know what the Bins are. So I feel stupid telling you what the Bins are because you probably already know, but then you might not know what the Bins are. So I try to think of a great way of telling you what the Bins are, what the Bins is, and then it comes out like this, and this is a complete mess. My Bins, it costs $1.39 per pound of stuff. You can't beat that, right? You could before. It used to be $1.29. They raised the price in October. I mean, I don't really want to complain. Still cheap, right? At the Bins, I found this Xbox Rock Band drum set. A lot of times I'll find these at the Bins because people want to mess with them, and I don't mind. I parted them out before, but this one ended up having the pedal and all the entire rock band stuff. I added the drumsticks. I bought those on Amazon. I bought a 2-pack for $10, so I have $5 into that. And then the game was from a bundle that I had previously bought. I sold the other one and I forgot to add that to the listing, so I ended up listing it with this one. My average buy cost that day was $2.15, and this ended up selling for $129.99 plus shipping. They'll sit around here. When I finally list them, the first thing I do is I actually package them up. I used my eBay coupon earlier this year, and I bought the 12 by 12 by 12 boxes from eBay. So when I sell them, I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is go grab them. I've already weighed them. I already packaged them. I just put the label on them and go drop them off at UPS or post office, whatever the buyer decided to pick. So that was one good thing I decided to do. was I bought my own 12 square boxes, which this reminds me that I should probably buy some more. I picked up this pair of Carhartt overalls. I found them at Goodwill. I paid $4.80 for them. I had them priced for $49.99, and I ended up taking a best offer of $40 plus shipping. They're size 50 by 30. They're way too big to put into a padded flat rate, so I ended up using a regional A box. This is a regional A box. This is like a, I don't know, like a thin one that looks like the 1095s and 1097s. This is a regional A box. I've been using these to put some heavier jeans into to try to save on shipping. When I use a regional, when you put it inside this box and you select a regional A box, when you ship something, it sends it at a 2-pound rate. A few weeks ago during a 50% off sale at Goodwill, I came across a entire grab bag of wrestling action figures. There's 12 inside the entire bag, and I sorted through them and took out anything that was gonna make me, that I could list for over $10. I ended up finding 4 that sold for over $10, and the rest of them, some of them sold between $2 and $5. I made those into one lot. The first one that I sold was was a single. It was a WWE Sin Cara Elite Series 18 wrestler. Each listing I have 74 cents invested into it, and this one sold for $49.99 plus shipping, and this ended up going to Germany or Switzerland. It went international. The buyer was all in about $67. This is a really good sale. This figure, it had the coat to it, and just the coat was selling for like $12 or $13 by itself. This is a really good action figure. I was super pumped to find this on Facebook Marketplace. This past summer I bought an entire tote of Transformers action figures. I was super excited about it, and I still have some that I haven't even listed because it's been a complete bummer. So I just threw them in a box, and I know I should eventually get them listed, but I just don't feel like doing it. I paid $40 for the entire tote. I've sold a few, enough to make most of my money back, and this will start making me in the profit. I sold this Ultimate Bumblebee figure, but I ended up taking a best offer of $50 plus shipping. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I do reselling as my full-time job. Previously, my other job, I worked in a casino, and before that, I used to work at Blockbuster Video. And when I went through some items in my garage, I came across a tote of stuff just from when I was younger, and I found some of my old Blockbuster uniform polos, and I decided I was gonna list them. And this is the second one I've sold, so I don't know exactly. I think they cost $12 when I bought them. I bought them, what, 15 years. I left in, if you really care, I left in 2006, I believe. So they're, what is that? They're like 15 years old. This is my second one that I sold, and I sold it for $49.99 plus shipping. In my spare time, I like to watch sports, and I like to bet on sports. In Indiana, recently, at the beginning of football season, they had a promotion. If you bet a cumulative amount of money of $100 on an NFL game, they would send you a gift card to buy an NFL jersey. So I participated in that event, and I bought this. It's a Justin Herbert football jersey. I got it for free, and I ended up selling it on eBay for $80. Say hi, Dodger. And before you go crazy thinking I'm some sports gambler, I bet to win $10 a game. I've been betting for like 2 years now, and I started with like $200, I think, and I've made enough to use my money to I cashed out some money to adopt Dodger. That's what I used to adopt him with my sports betting money. I made a nice wager on the Dodgers to win the World Series, and I'm just joking, Dodger. But that's how I got Dodger. All right, so I had nothing into it. Justin Herbert jersey sold for $80. They're actually running that promotion right now for NBA. I don't really know much about NBA, but it's free jersey. It's free if you don't lose. I've never heard of this brand before. It's called Wallace and Barnes. I found these at a Goodwill. My average buy cost that day was $9.40. I had never heard of it, so when I saw it in the Goodwill, it felt nice, and they looked kind of interesting. They're button fly, and they're called Fishtail. I don't really know what that means. I'm assuming it has to do with the back. If you see on the back of the pants, it looks like a fishtail, and it looks like that's where you like hook up suspenders. I don't know. They kind of look like older pants, not vintage. You know, I don't know if I don't really understand how I'm supposed to describe these to you, but they just looked interesting. So I looked them up, saw they had pretty good sales comps. I ended up listing them for $49.99 plus shipping, and I took a best offer of $42 plus shipping. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys watching all my videos. I mean, I can't express how much it means to me that you guys take the time out of your busy day to watch a video of mine. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video next week, so if I do or if I don't, whatever. I just want to say happy holidays to you, and I'll see you guys soon. When you look at this background, does it tell you, oh, there's a guy who seems to maybe not have everything together? Or does it tell you, like, man, that guy, from the looks of all that stuff folded up back there, he's really hard at working? Or maybe a little bit of both? I don't know. If there's two things that I could ever tell you about, don't give up. Don't ever give up. I don't really know what else to say. I'm drinking sweet tea today out of my Fantasia Mickey Mouse cup. I found one of these glasses at a Goodwill 5 or 6 years ago, and I decided to start using it, and then I decided I wanted to have the set, so I bought the set this year. It's a set. There's 4 of them. The collection, I guess. Set would be 3. Well, I don't know, in the poker world.